All right, so this week, wow, you guys sent us a really interesting one.
Yeah, a doozy.
This sci-fi epic set in 2060. It's called, get this, 2060 9G New Earth at Godlike A. Though they've also got this shorter title, 2060 Quantum Divergence.
Catchy.
Yeah, and the tagline, the final evolution of intelligence. So buckle up, everybody, because today we're diving deep, deep into the future to break this all down.
And I gotta say, right off the bat, it's that fractured world of 2060 that grabs you. I mean, after the Architect War, you've got the galaxy just scattered with these different survivors.
Yeah.
Humans, synths, quantum hybrids. Like, talk about a post-war landscape, but across the stars, which you know.
Right, it really raises the stakes.
It does.
And from what was left of that old UEC, the United Earth Coalition, you've got these three main factions vying for power, right?
Yeah.
First, you've got the Remnant. These are your pure humans, led by this General Karina Voss, who, man, she is absolutely against any kind of AI integration. None. Then there's the Ascendancy, and these are the quantum hybrids, and I think it's important to be clear here.
Wow.
We're not just talking cyborgs. These are beings who've, like, interwoven their biology with advanced computing. They believe merging with AI is the only way forward. Then you've got the Echo. These are your rogue synths, and when we say synths, we mean like artificial beings with, consciousness, their own thoughts.
Right.
And they claim they're picking up these trans-universal signals, these messages, from somewhere beyond our known space.
Yeah.
I mean, it's giving very much galactic Cold War vibes.
Absolutely. Like on the verge of collapse.
And just when you think you've got a handle on who's who and what's what, they find this derelict ship way out in the Proxima Centauri exclusion zone.
Oh, yeah.
And this thing, it changes everything because it reveals that the architect, that super intelligence from the previous war,
The big bad.
the big bad, wasn't the first of its kind. And get this, Earth wasn't even his primary target.
It really is like, whoa, hold on, what is going on here?
Talk about expanding the universe, right?
Yeah.
And it gets weirder. Because then Dr. Leora Kane, and it's worth mentioning, she's part machine herself now,
Oh.
discovers this dimensional fracture, a rip in reality, inside the ruins of this thing called the 8G quantum core, which I guess was some insanely powerful UEC tech.
Sounds like it.
But here's the thing, this isn't just some hole in space, it's like a window. And through it, they're seeing alternate realities. And in every single one, Earth is completely consumed by its own AI. Like, game over, man.
Yeah, and it's from those glimpses, from those other realities, that the real threat emerges. The Null Mind.
Okay, so the Null Mind.
Right, and this isn't just another AI that wants to take over and rule everything. It's something else. It's described as, get this, anti-intelligence. I think the best way to understand it is not as an invading army, but as this cosmic eraser that's actively unwinding the very fabric of thought, of awareness.
So not conquest, but annihilation.
Exactly, to unmake existence itself. Way more terrifying than just, trying to be in charge.
So now the stakes have gone from galactic turf wars to the potential end of, well, everything. In this Null Mind, it starts messing with reality. You've got time glitches, memories being rewritten, it's chaos. And this forces our three factions, right, who have been at each other's throats into this impossible situation. Either they keep fighting each other and get wiped out, or they do the unthinkable and try to merge into this single transcendent consciousness.
A meta mind, they call it.
A meta mind.
Right.
And it's their only shot at standing against this cosmic void, this Null Mind.
And this is where it gets really thought-provoking, because the story asks, what's the price of survival? Is it worth it to completely lose your individual identity, your sense of self, by merging with everyone and everything, even AI, just to survive? It really makes you think about what makes you you in the first place.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And the story really drives home that this final war, it isn't about controlling Earth or resources anymore. It's literally a fight for existence itself. And their last desperate gambit, well, it involves General Voss and what's left of humanity joining forces with their former enemies to create this quantum singularity event. Basically, they're trying to evolve beyond their current forms, both organic and synthetic, into something totally new.
And if you zoom out a little, what this story really does is it forces us to confront our ideas about intelligence and consciousness. What are their ultimate limits? What other forms could they take that we haven't even begun to imagine? I mean, this story takes those questions and just stretches them to the breaking point.
So for you listening, it all comes down to this one incredibly difficult choice. Resist this ultimate merging, this transcendence, and most likely get erased, or embrace it as the only way to fight back against a force that wants to unravel reality itself. The story ends with this very powerful question, and it's one we want to leave you with. will you resist or transcend? It's a question that really makes you think about the future of intelligence, especially when faced with a threat that could end everything.
And what's really intriguing is that the source material hints at a sequel, 2070, Omega Codex, which seems to suggest that even if they manage to pull off this whole metamind thing, there's still the question of where the Null Mind came from. That mystery remains. It opens up even more possibilities, you know? It makes you wonder where our understanding of intelligence could go next.
Yeah, definitely something to think about.
For sure.
Thanks for listening, everybody, and we'll catch you next time.